Warning, this video may not be suitable for people under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, if you are easily scared, I'd recommend clicking off and watching something else. This video contains valid EAS tones. Playing these on the air is a serious crime and you can get arrested or fined. These tones can also frighten younger viewers. With that out of the way, enjoy the video.
I am really hungry this morning, aren't you, Mimi?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
Mimi, Kitty, it might just be me, but is this kitchen clock going really fast?
No, you're right, Mom. It's going bananas.
A civil emergency message has been issued for Richland County, effective until 7:45 p.m.
Bye-bye, girls. You have a good day.
The school bell is ringing. We're going to be late. Hurry before it stops. We made it. Good morning, everybody. Just in time for lunch.
But we just got here, you guys.
Why would we want to have lunch so early in the morning?
But the school lunch bell rang.
It's 12 o'clock, Kitty. What? 12 o'clock? It can't be that time.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. At exactly 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 35 asteroids, all spanning between 2,000 feet to half a mile in diameter, have been detected on a possible trajectory towards Earth. The asteroids are expected to hit Earth within 2 days. The impact locations are unknown at this time, but the asteroids are expected to hit several locations across the world. All residents receiving this broadcast should prepare emergency supplies for this event. Gather enough supplies, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, cell phones, phone chargers, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Stay tuned for further updates.
Lost. Nobody knows what the real time is or which class we should be in.
What are we supposed to...
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is an update to the civil emergency message issued yesterday. NASA has made 10 predictions of where some of the asteroids will impact. Charleston, South Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Liverpool, United Kingdom, Osaka, Japan, Bangkok, Thailand, Los Angeles, California, Dallas, Texas, Toronto, Canada, and Bonn, Germany. Everyone in or within a 100-mile radius of the listed cities should seek an underground shelter now. Bring supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio or Commercial Radio for more information on this dangerous situation.
This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a global emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WFLR-TV. We will continue to serve the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. If you are not in this area, you should tune to a station providing news and information for your local area. This is the emergency alert system serving the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed. The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. It has officially been confirmed that all 35 asteroids will impact the planet within the next 45 minutes. Impact locations as follows: Charleston, South Carolina; Richmond, Virginia; Winston-Salem, North Carolina; Jacksonville, Florida; Los Angeles, California; Dallas, Texas; Toronto, Canada; Bonn, Germany; Liverpool, United Kingdom; Osaka, Japan; Bangkok, Thailand; Stockholm, Sweden; St. Petersburg, Russia; Barcelona, Spain; Lisbon, Portugal; Shanghai, China; Taipei, Taiwan; Cairo, Egypt; Mogadishu, Somalia; Mandalay, Myanmar; Bordeaux, France; Adara, Kazakhstan; Florence, Italy; Addis Ababa, Ethiopia; Cape Town, South Africa; Melbourne, Australia; and Sharjah, United Arab Emirates. The remaining asteroids will impact in the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. All residents of the United States are strongly urged to seek an underground shelter immediately. Bring important supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, cell phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries for your stay in the shelter. If an underground shelter does not exist in your area, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows, doors, and exterior walls. If outdoors or in a vehicle, park your vehicle on the side of the road and lay in an open field and stay there. If none of these options are available, lie flat out in the open and cover your head with your hands to protect yourself from flying debris. Be prepared for any subsequent earthquakes or tsunamis that will occur as well. Do not panic. I repeat, do not panic. If you are prone to panic, bring anything into your shelter that will make you comfortable. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. Weather Service in Colombia has issued a tsunami warning for the following counties: Horry, Georgetown, Charleston, Colleton, and Beaufort. Effective until 1:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 7:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a tsunami was formed after an asteroid impacted in the Atlantic Ocean. Tsunamis are large waves that are not surfable and pose severe threats to coastlines. This tsunami is moving at 200 miles per hour. This tsunami is expected to impact in 3 hours. This will cause major coastal floods. Move inland or seek shelter immediately. If you are on the beach or in a 5-mile radius from the coastline, evacuate to at least 10 miles from the coastline immediately. Take the necessary supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Shelters are being set up in inland Myrtle Beach, as well as other inland parts of coastal cities in South Carolina. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the United States government. This is an all-clear message. I repeat. This is an all-clear message. The effects of last week's asteroid impact have subsided, and you may now continue your normal living. However, there is notable damage to the country, as well as the other countries impacted by the asteroids. If your home is destroyed, call 911 and the National Guard will escort you to the nearest military base. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Normal programming may now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation and bravery during this emergency.
Now that's a lot of damage! Let's see if it's gonna leak.